that despite the economic downturn, that we've made that level of investment in our employees. And I'd personally like to thank those of you who are sitting with slightly red faces at the moment, of which I know there are a few of you in the audience, in your participation in creating that video. But you know, that's not all that we did. And we've spoken a lot about this already today. And you'll remember about May last year, the announcement concerning the creation of the new regions and the bringing together of the markets and the business streams and processes and people together with the sole aim of providing our customers with a better and simpler level of service. And we've seen, and again we've talked about this a lot, we've seen the benefits that that has started to bring, where we are starting to collaborate far more effectively with one another, and where people are starting to come together that perhaps have spent many years in this organisation and never actually spoken to each other. And I've seen many, many initiatives taking place this past year, and some of which you've heard today. We've heard about the compliance and risk team across the EMEA region who've come together and worked through and learnt from each other for the first time this past year. I've seen the sales team come together from across the EMEA region and go through training. I've seen individuals taking the initiative and setting up focus groups, very much targeted at improving the way in which we work. And again, now you'll see a video of those individuals who've started to take that initiative or had led certain focus groups and so on around improving the way in which we work. And the second point that I didn't make, by the way, before I showed that first video, I made one of 2 points. The second point is this, that we are an EMEA region, we're not just the UK, so please recognise that although the video is very UK focused, that is clearly purely for practical purposes. There are many good initiatives that are going on outside of the UK too.
I'm Testing Services Operations Director, responsible for service delivery in testing and certification based at Hemel Hempstead, working closely with Gary Fenton, EMEA Operations Director. We have customers who are common to both businesses, and we know they find us complicated to deal with. We have a clear objective to create a simplified view of BSI for our clients and make us easy to do business with. Part of this will also be to remove the internal frustrations which stop us achieving this goal. One BSI has given us this opportunity and also presents the chance to share best practice. Gary and I have shared responsibilities for operations support, and this has quickly become an integrated function operating from 2 sites. We are working very closely on a number of key initiatives within testing services, which have the sole objective of making our service delivery model more reliable, more competitive, and more attractive to our customers. We are investing in the systems that support our business, but importantly, we are also investing in equipment to ensure that we have frontline technology which increases the reliability, speed, and visibility of our delivery. We are benefiting from a larger pool of shared resources, which gives greater flexibility and responsiveness. We have a cross-training program at Milton Keynes and Hemel Hempstead, covering the workflow systems so that we can coordinate response with demand. We are using Milton Keynes experience to accelerate implementation of electronic reporting and certification. An example of how we are challenging existing practice and utilising resources is that sample chasing for testing services is now carried out at the Milton Keynes office by customer services. This is a vital area of activity for us, and it is important that we're able to focus dedicated resources on it.
I work for the Compliance and Risk team as Head of Regulatory Accreditation. Following the Employee Engagement Survey, we got together to look at how we can improve our processes. Andrew Lawn split us into 4 groups and appointed team leaders from within the department. The team leader from my group was Gemma Bulge. The project we undertook was to improve and simplify the certification decision process. With a great deal of input from David Wentworth and Sue Callop, we've developed an electronic form that uses the same technology as the e-report and is downloaded from Point Global with all the client information already embedded in the form. This will save a lot of time in the completion of the form, which is then easily uploaded back into Point Global. The project gained global support from Neil Hanna, and with the help of Sean Francis and from the information support team, the new e-form will be available for use by all the business units.
Following on from Janet, the rest of the department in 3 groups identified 3 different process improvements. Firstly, the need to improve the way we receive into the office in a timely manner the caps to close minor non-conformities from clients. Also, the making available on the systems the declaration form that is needed when a client has a company name change. The declaration form would be available for client managers to get the client to sign the form when they are on the visit. This would speed up the certification issue, and the client manager has the correct person available to sign the form. And last but not least, we have worked with the cancellation team so that when a client has a new legal entity name change, the certificate that needs to be cancelled can be actioned by Danielle Pascoe, given a smooth process. Also, all restructures will also be completely handled by the administration team.
Right, my name is Carolyn Conway. I've been with BSI since 1978, so in that time I've seen a lot of changes. The most recent has affected me the most, as I've been part of the sales and marketing function in Hemel since 2000, where we were originally a team of 5. They're much bigger now. Initially there was a lot of uncertainty and confusion, and it was very unsettling for people who were moving, and the ones that were leaving, and even more so for the ones who were left behind. Initially I think that there were too many changes made too quickly without the infrastructure being in place to support the staff and our customers, and it caused a lot of confusion for all of them. But things have moved on since then, and there's still a lot of things to be done.
The team are very supportive and welcoming. There's a great team spirit, and I really feel positive about the move. It's given us a chance to review all of our processes and look at ways to make them better and more effective with the support of my new manager. I completely understand the decision and thoroughly enjoy my working environment.
We know from the engagement survey that as employees we're not collaborating as effectively with one another as we could have been. The integration with the sales testing team has provided the business with the opportunity to start sharing best practice. We're currently participating in monthly meetings with our colleagues at Hemel to improve processes and relationships to ensure that we provide the best service we can to our customers. The move has opened up channels of communication with colleagues that a few months ago were unknown to me and other members of the department.
We also recognise closer to home where we're not collaborating effectively across functions, particularly at below senior management level. Cam and I decided that we would benefit from holding a senior managers meeting regularly. Since the meeting started, this has improved department interfaces and provided us with the opportunity to discuss related issues. These communications are critical to moving the business forward.
I'm confident that with my team's positive attitude, this integration will have a positive impact on the business as a whole.